Hi, I'm Rachel Schwartz. I'm a Kabbalistic astrologer.
And I'm Ophira Edut from the AstroTwins and astrostyle.com. And we're together today to talk about the July 23rd Leo new moon.
Yay! And you know that Kabbalistically the new moon is the seed level for the whole month and or the next 30 days. And in that day it's very important to try to keep our consciousness very high, which means we should do more sharing, more thinking about others, less into ourselves.
In, I guess, Western or traditional astrology, the new moon also represents beginnings and fresh starts. But I really love the Kabbalistic spin on it, because it really takes it into, like, your power, what you can do. Like, it's great to know what the stars are doing, but the Kabbalistic take on it is that, all right, now what are you supposed to do with that energy? How can you make the world better?
Whenever somebody talks about Leos, they talk about that need to be seen,
Attention,
to be admired, right? Look at me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Leo is associated with pride and the ego and like you said, wanting to be admired or praised.
Is that a lot of times when we're on a spiritual journey, we look at that need as a negative thing. And you know, I've been thinking about it recently, and I want to say that it can't be that something is really, really negative. It's very funny because if you know Leos, you'll say they think they're awesome, so why do they need it from other people,
right.
you know?
Right.
It's the power of feeling I'm influential. It's not some signs have a need to be validated because I don't know who I am without your validation, right? But Leos feel I'm awesome. Can you see that? And it comes from the power of the sun that really is the heart of our system, and it's the ability and the feeling. And spiritually and Kabbalistically, the sun represents the flawless universe. It represents where all our energy comes from.
Yeah.
So Leos really feel that I'm here, the provider of your energy, and I need to influence.
Oh. It's a great time to kind of be a Leo and take command, no matter what your sign is, and think, well, what do I want to be influential in?
Right.
And how can I do that in a positive way? You know, so it's also good to think at this Leo new moon, who do you want to influence? Lions, you know, Leo is the sign of the lion. Lions live in a tribe. So who is your tribe? There's actually a book I love called Tribes by Seth Godin. That's really about how to connect with the people and how to lead them with love. That's another Leo trait.
Right. Kabbalistically, there's another secret about it.
Yeah, you were
hear?
telling me about the 3 negative signs.
Right, the 3
as they're
negative.
defined. Please.
Right, there are 3 months of the year that Kabbalistically are considered negative months, which is what? You know that spiritually we have a feminine aspect of the Creator and a masculine aspect of the Creator. In the months of Leo, Cancer and Capricorn, the feminine aspect is not there. It's a convocation, you know? And we have a very intense masculine harsh energy. And in order for us to really know how to protect ourselves, we need to understand that first of all, the energy will be intense. The second thing is to awaken more of the feminine. What do you think?
So you were explaining it to me before and saying that during these 3 months, it's like mommy went on vacation, daddy, who's a little tougher, is running the house, and all that sort of love and compassion isn't really there as readily.
Right.
So I think, I mean, I always look at astrology like, not as like, this is the way you are and that's it, but like, okay, if that's missing, how can we consciously make an effort to bring more of that in, to balance it out? How can we bring more of the feminine in? I mean, I think that's like more creativity, more passion, slowing down and taking our time with people instead of rushing. You know, what do you think?
Absolutely. You know that Leos because they're like the sun. I was just complimenting you on the beautiful
been in the
tan,
sun.
right? But I'm
Thank
sure
you.
you weren't like cooking yourself for hours in the
No,
sun, right?
no.
And that's the thing about Leos. Leos sometimes, because the energy of the sun is so strong, Leos sometimes want to give or want to advise or want to make you do things just because they want to give it or just because they want to influence it. So one of the things about that month is that we actually have to be careful about it. We need to feel who the person is in front of us and really see if they can handle what we have to offer,
Right.
and try not to offer too many advices to people. Leos feel that they can tell you what to do and fix your life.
Yeah.
But Kabbalistically, we say that the correction for that would be for the Leo to look inside themselves and see what they need to correct.
Okay. The Leo new moon is, really like, how do I need to be a better person? Where am I giving advice to others that I'm not taking myself? So we need more Leo energy because there's a real lack of leadership in the world. I think we're seeing it now in politics and how things are going. Like,
Right.
nobody really wants to just be that person that follows their convictions and beliefs. But why do Leos need to influence? I think because they're ruled by the sun, which is boundless, endless energy. That energy has to go somewhere. But the sun has like a million rays that, and during Leo season, we have to remember to distribute all that energy
Right.
in enough places. Like, where, maybe even like do a little exercise where you write it, where are the buckets you want those energy, those rays of light to go? They
That's
can't just go to
awesome.
one place.
Right.
Otherwise you'll burn that person,
Right,
sunburn.
totally. One of the things that is very powerful about this month is that many times during the year, if I see something that is wrong with me, I get into I'm so bad, I beat myself up. But actually, guess what? In the month of Leo, there's no guilt. And
Nice.
you know what's the problem with guilt, really? What do you think is the problem with guilt?
I don't think it serves any useful purpose.
Right. So let's say I did something wrong. Let's say I yelled at my child, which happens a lot, right? And then I feel,
I'm such a
I'm
terrible
such a
person.
terrible, right?
Yeah.
I'm a bad mom, I'm insensitive,
Yeah.
I don't have patience. And I go into I'm screwing them forever, right? Like, we go into that whole thing. Actually, Kabbalistically, there's a concept that if you admit to the issue and you change, you cleanse that from your movie, right?
So
if-
taking responsibility for it. Yeah, because guilt is just,
Exactly.
you're really too scared to do anything about it. So I feel
Exactly.
guilty. I feel so bad. Well, not bad enough to actually clean it up.
Right,
So,
but also what happens, because I felt bad, I kind of like felt bad already, so I covered that
that's
point,
true.
So it's two
you're letting
things.
yourself off the hook.
Exactly. So it's like I felt already bad, so I'm a good person, but I'm not really gonna change. So
It's like
actually,
pretending you did the work without doing it. And that goes back to the Leo ruling the heart and the spine, the courage.
Right.
The cowardly lion who wanted courage in the Wizard of Oz. It's like we have to find that courage
Right.
to use the roar of the lion to say that thing that might scare or intimidate people, but also makes them respect us.
Right.
Well, so that's a little bit about the Leo new moon. Now, there is one thing that's extra special about this month. There is a second Leo new moon this year. Normally, there's only one new moon per sign most years, but this year we get two. The next one is on August 21st, and it's a total solar eclipse. It's going to be visible for the first time in decades in the United States. So you were saying you think it's like a higher energetic download because of the visibility
Right,
here? or-
because we can see it here, I think the impact is gonna be stronger. But we always have to remember that nothing is there to punish us, right? It just means that at that day there's an extra opportunity. That's
Yeah.
all. So if the energy of Leo new moon represents that big ego, that Leo moon people, if you're disrespectful to them, they are like gonna erase you. You're a goner. Like they can't even stand you, right? The Leo new moon has a very strong energy of ego in it. So in those how much? 20 minutes? How long? 2 minutes, right? It's
Yeah.
going to be for about 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, when the sky darkens and we're like in the middle of the night, what we have to really focus on is I want to remove that part of my ego. And also, you know, a lot of times people, I mean, not only Leos, but especially Leos, but in that month we're all going to feel it a little bit. It's like, I did it. It's like look what I have achieved, right?
Yeah.
Like it's my strength that created all that. And in those 2 minutes, actually you have an opportunity to see.
To get over yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, I did it, but hey, look at all these forces that were there helping me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not only me, and not only that, the fact that it darkens actually says it can be taken away from you like that.
Oh,
so
that's
keep your ego. You
interesting.
know, nothing is really yours 100%. You do everything that you can, but keep your ego in check and understand that, yeah, you have a lot of help, but also it can be taken. So to appreciate, which is a lot of times hard for Leos to do, to appreciate their relationships, to appreciate what people give them, as much as they're royalty, they just don't deserve everything because of who they are.
So for 2 minutes in August, it's not about you, it's not about you, and give some thanks to people, right?
Right,
You know, show some
absolutely.
gratitude, and it's not about you. So, and then you can get back to that.
You're not the victim of the planets, you're
Yeah.
not ruled by the planets, you're actually, it's like a map, like you know, like Waze, when you turn on Waze and you have to go somewhere, right? So it tells you, you know, if you go this way, you're gonna hit traffic, so do
Right.
you really want to go that way?
Take an
Right?
alternate
That's
route,
what is,
yeah.
that's the idea of Kabbalistic astrology.
And if you do hit traffic, it also tells you to see it as a lesson as well, right?
Exactly,
What does that
everything
traffic
is a
mean?
lesson.
So if things don't always go exactly according to plan, there's always something you can take from that. And that's, I believe, the most empowering use of astrology. So once again, I'm Ophira from astrostyle.com. AstroTwins, you can follow us there. And this is
Rachel Schwartz, Kabbalistic astrologer. You can look me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure.